Hello again, Rebecca here, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, February 3rd, and we are doing layout. I think it's like 178. This is just a random layout. I have no hop or no class or no nothing today, guys. It's been a while since I've just done a layout to do a layout. I am once again working in Samuel's graduation album, and I'm going to go ahead and scrap these pictures of me and him, and then him and my fiance, and I'm trying to figure out which cardstock that I would like to use. So I decided that blue one is going to be fabulous. Those are all the pictures that I have to scrap, and this is the other album. It's a lot of pictures we're going to get through. So I'm not going to do every layout on video. I have just basically doing one here and there, because you guys will probably get really tired of watching graduation layouts, especially when they're only 8x8s, right? I mean, I guess I shouldn't take away from that, but these are just 8x8 layouts, and this is going to be a double page layout, so this is an 8x16. I know, I'm weird. All right, so I chose that, I don't even know the color of that. It is some sort of Stampin' Up! Paper cardstock from when I used to make cards all the time, guys, and I had only bought the 8.5 by 11, and I have 3 cubby full in my little cubie unit in my craft room, and so I decided that, you know what, I need to start using it, because I don't make cards anymore, and if I do, I have plenty of paper, but B, it's just taking up space. And I really want to get the 5x5 calyx unit from IKEA. I have one in my living room that takes up one whole half a wall. And that's where I keep my albums, you know. But the ones that I have in my craft room, the cubby holes aren't 12x12. So nothing fits in them. But if I put the 5 cubby by 5 cubby unit from Calyx in here, man, I can eliminate like all the other furniture but my desk and like 2 things that I don't want to get rid of. Like, I could obviously eliminate them, but I like them. And I would have so much more room in here, right? Score. So anyway, totally thinking about it. It would help out a lot. But yeah, totally trying to work my way through this 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I love the Stampin' Up! Cardstock. It's thick, it's heavyweight. You know, I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. A little pricey on their items, now that I'm a close to my heart maker. I feel like close to my heart cardstock is more smooth and silky feeling, as to where, and this is just my own experience from like this cardstock, because I haven't had any new Stampin' Up! Stuff. The Stampin' Up! Paper is more, the cardstock is more fiber, and their pattern paper was thin-ish. But I love Stampin' Up! Punches, you know. I like all that stuff, which is also why I don't buy a lot of stamps, because when you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I was one for many, many years, I have stamps. I also have a problem with, I can't buy something and just use it for a season or a year, and then just because it's no longer sold, like I have to get rid of it. No, I'm keeping things. So that's what I did. I kept this off. So I have like stamps coming out, you know, the craft room. All right, so I kind of did a faux pas and did not measure those 2 pictures there. So they're bigger than 8, they're bigger. So I'm going to come in and I am going to cut those down, but I'm just getting these strips on this paper, and I do take the pattern grad one, and I get that down, and then the back side of that was that black, so I just add a 1/2 inch and then a 1/4 inch strip of those. Now those little pieces there, they're not getting saved, because yeah, no, Mama's not doing that. Like, we just got rid of all our scraps with the Baby Got Scraps, and I still have scraps, and I will be doing scrap layouts every Saturday, but I'm not keeping the little stuff around. I'm still not going to do it. Now, I did take just a piece of washi that I had sitting on my desk that is like little gold stars, and I go ahead and stick those in that seam, because the seam was like pretty hardcore. I'm going to go ahead and just trim these up. And I'm just going to try just trim right around with my scissors and then I will stick them back together, and you will be able to, it will fit on the page, which is what we were going for, right? And then I do go in and trim my fiance and my son up, because I was trying to, it's a double page, so I was making it match, but I didn't really have to do that now that I think about it, because it really wouldn't have mattered, but I did. So I get that all nicely trimmed up, and then I'm going to go ahead, and originally this was my thought process, and then I was like, you know what? We're going to get another band of this, all the graduation stuff up here at the top, and I get that stuck on, and I just snip it right off. And then we're going to move to the other page, because I'm going to make it line up. And I just, that one goes right at the top. So that's pretty simple. But I am going to go ahead, and since I did lift the bottom off just a smidge from the bottom of the page, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I match it. So that, it does kind of look symmetrical. Like the blue cardstock probably wouldn't have bothered me, but this would have. Now I did cut this other strip, because I was thinking about running it underneath it. And I cut 2 actually, without really thinking that would just be wasting it. Now I do keep the one full length strip, right? Because silly, but I can use that as a border somewhere. So right here I am just going to piece this right here, just to kind of give the illusion that it's running underneath there. Right, so then when I put I lost a piece that was somewhere, I don't know where it went. So now when I get this put down, you're going to see that you won't see the gap. And I just get it stuck right onto the page, and I love it. And I flip it over and push it down and make sure that it is sealed real nice. And then I'm going to go ahead and run that on the next page as well. And we trim those off, and then that piece right there, its little buddy went over to my pile. And I do pull scraps. Like I will save like those I won't, but that like full 12 length one, the 12-inch one, I will go ahead and save that now once I am done with the albums and I no longer will be using these collections, because the goal is to use up all the graduation stuff on this, because my fiance's daughter will graduate, but that's like 3 years away. Yeah, because she's only a freshman. I totally felt like, I'm like, man, we already did 1 year. Like 2020 was the longest year of my life. Right? Like, yeah. So there's 3 more years before she graduates, so I'll want to buy new stuff by then. You guys know how that is. It's all about the new stuff. So I do just go ahead and take I also had several collections of pocket Project Life cards and such that were like school related and graduation related. The sad part is it's some of them are cream based, and like everything else in my collection, everything else that I pulled is white base. So I'm trying to like move past mixing the two, and I think I do a pretty good job. But this card right here, I just cut it down into a 2-inch strip, and I make it into a very long tag, which was where I will do my journaling. I pulled out my gears. Did you guys see the big bag of fun? Right? You remember when I did that layout? Yeah. Well, that's how many I have left. And so I take all of the ones that had just a white base, and I colored them with the Broken China Distress ink, and some of them I colored fully, some of them I just edged. And I'm going to get these gears stuck all around the layouts, and that's pretty much what my layout's going to be. And I just thought it was like fitting, because he's, it's like gears. Everything has to turn. Life has to keep going. So, and I made sure to match it to the blue that I matted my paper in, because there was no other blue on the page. So I just go ahead and fill up that whole one side, and then I create a couple clusters in other areas throughout the pages. I really do like the way that this one turned out. And like, my son's huge. Look how tall he is. Oh, I'm like 5'7", 5'6", and my fiance's, I don't know how tall he is, but Sam's like 6'4", 6'5", so yeah, it's like crazy. I don't know if he's taller than my brother yet, but my brother sprouted when he went to college, so Sam is like still growing. And he's hunched down when he's standing next to my fiance. I think my fiance is actually standing up a little bit taller. And my fiance had to go as the chauffeur. He was not allowed to go in. He got to drive us and pick us up and go in the parade with us. Yes, there was a parade. They did a lot of things to make it very special for the graduates, since they didn't get to have the normal one. But I'm not going to lie, I'm not upset about it at all, because my son graduated with like 600 kids in his class. It was like an all-day graduation event, and yeah, this mama didn't want to sit through 8 hours of graduation ceremony to see my one kid get his 15 minutes of fame. So this way, we got to be with him the whole time, walking through and go out all the different areas that he got to stop, and photo ops and gear and everything that he got. It was good times. It's good times. So I do go ahead and take I believe that's pumice stone. It might be a darker one. Hold on, I got it right here. Yep, that's hickory smoke. I lied. And I'll just take that stamp set that I had sitting with this. And if you guys noticed, I do have a couple stamp sets that I pulled out, and I grab a circle and some dots, and I just start filling in the rest of the page and getting that all done. And, you know, just trying to add just a little bit. I do pull in several different Stickles and Nuvo drops and Perfect Pearls, so I can tell you right here. I'll grab them. It's so much easier when you're sitting in your room. So the first one that I'm going to use is the Stickles in Ice Blue. And I'm not sure what I went with after that. Hold on. We'll see. So yes, I was showing you I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling right at that particular point. There's the Stickles, and we're going to go ahead and bump that down. I do know that I pulled out the Nuvo drops in Caribbean Ocean. They're crystal drops. And I also pull out the crystal drops in Blue Babe. And I just sprinkle the little dots right around there. So I guess those are the only three I used. I thought I might have grabbed the Robin's Egg in Liquid Pearls, but it doesn't look like I did. Huh. Because that color would have matched like super perfectly. But anyway, once I get all the rest of these drops down, I do actually put that to the side and let it dry. You guys know how that is. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I surely would love to have you. I do post every day. Sometimes I miss a day here and there. I do have some series that I run. This is just a random Wednesday video, right? I didn't have anything else going on, but why not get a video up, right? The more content, the better is what I say. I say a lot of things, don't listen to me. I do have some close-ups coming at the end just to show you the dimension of all of the fun gears and such. And like you guys know, I'm going to be using these gears like the rest of my life because I punched out so many of them. All right, and here is my double page layout. So like I said, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful scrappy day. Bye.